Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another lock video. So today's video is going to be 10 tips to help you maintain long, healthy locks. So if you're thinking about getting locks, if you have starter locks or mature locks, this video is for you. Tip number 1 is to wash your hair. So this is one of the most important things that you can do for your locks, is to make sure that you are constantly keeping your hair clean. So if you have starter locks, I would recommend you go no longer than 4 weeks without washing your hair. I started my locks with comb coils and I washed my hair 3 weeks into my journey and didn't have any issues. If you have mature locks, I would say just make sure you're not going longer than 4 weeks without washing your hair. I wash my hair about every 2 to 4 weeks. All right, tip number 2 is to make sure that you are diluting your shampoo and your conditioner. So when you dilute your shampoo and conditioner, you're helping to prevent buildup in your locks. So what I mean by dilute your shampoo and conditioner is you can grab any kind of container. I like to use the bottles that you dye your hair with, and I'll just put some shampoo in there, put some water, shake it up, and wash my hair that way, and I'll still get a really good lather. Tip number 3 is to make sure that you actually are using conditioner. So a lot of people don't use conditioner in their locks, and that's a big mistake, because if you're not conditioning your hair, you're not returning that moisture back into your hair that was just stripped from the shampoo. So making sure you're using conditioner is going to be a huge step in making sure your hair is healthy, moisturized, and not breaking off. Tip number 4 is going to be to Pomeroy your hair all the way down. So if you're just starting your locks and you're having trouble getting the shape that you desire, one thing I did for about the first year of my lock journey is I would actually Pomeroy my hair all the way to the bottom and clip it all the way down. So you will continue to do this until you realize your hair is taking the shape that you want it to have. Tip number 5 is to use oils in your hair and not cream. So creams will eventually start to lead to buildup. So using oil instead of cream is going to be a really big deal. Whatever oils you want to use is up to you. So personally, I like to use olive oils, vitamin E, castor oil, anything I can get my hands on. I just like to put that in my hair and mix it all together, and that works for me. Tip number 6 is to make sure your hair is wet before you apply oil. So some things you can do to wet your hair: you can use regular water, you can use rose water, you can use aloe vera juice. It's up to you, but it's just important to make sure that you're wetting your hair before you put your oil, so that the oils will have something to absorb into. So that water or that aloe vera juice is going to help really moisturize your hair. Tip number 7 is to make sure that you are moisturizing your hair daily. So my hair is pretty dry. If I go one day without moisturizing my hair, it will start to become very dry and very brittle. So just make sure that you're moisturizing every day, just putting a little water and a little oil in there daily, and your hair will continue to grow and be strong and healthy. Tip number 8 is just to make sure that you're letting your hair relax. So I know a lot of you like to style your hair in ponytails, buns, 2-strand twists. It's okay to do these things sometimes, but if you're doing them constantly, you will start to damage your locks because you're putting too much tension in certain areas and you'll start to notice thinning. So this is pretty much my go-to style here. I just let my hair stay down and I haven't had any issue with thinning in any areas doing this. Tip number 9 is to wrap your hair every single night. So you want to make sure you're not just laying directly on a cotton pillow, because this is going to, first of all, take all of the oils out of your hair, and second of all, it's going to create tension, which is going to make your hair break off in the long run. So if you don't want to walk around with a scarf or a bonnet on, just make sure you invest in a satin pillowcase, and this will do the same thing. Tip number 10 is to not retwist your hair too often, and also make sure you're not waiting too long to retwist. If you retwist too often, you will start to notice that your locks will start to become thin. One thing I noticed by trying to hold off on retwisting is that my hair also started to thin out. So what I mean by this is, if you look at my lock here, this is my new growth. So I was trying to go, I believe, 2 months without retwisting. I was noticing my lock was thinning here because when you retwist, you're adding that thicker hair to your lock, which is gonna help support that lock. But if you're not retwisting it, this area can start to become thin and break off. So these are just 10 things that I've done throughout my lock journey that I think helped me achieve the look that I have now. So I'll go ahead and show you what my hair is looking like. So this is about 2 months short of 2 years. If you have any questions, go ahead and just leave those in the comments below and I'll definitely get back to you. Thank you for watching my video and be on the lookout for more to come.